as is custom with us, you know, I want to make you understand a few things about what's going on in the world of fisheries, especially when it has to do with assisting individuals and entrepreneurs on the naughty areas or the challenging areas in their fish farm site or fish farm site development or their fish production unit. Now, right here we have a challenge, and the challenge is with the two things: the acidity of the water and then the amount of iron. Let me tell you something: the iron here is crazy. I mean to use that word because it's the bad iron, the one that deceives you. Deep down in the well, deep down in the bowl, it comes out clean and clear. But the following day, the bad side of the stuff starts showing. All those pinkish, reddish stuff. Now we call that iron ferric iron. Now you go to options. Put your water in a big reservoir and leave it for a whole day or two so that oxygen will mix with it and then the redness will come out and then you can now filter. But then the farm needs a lot of water for production. So people like, and if you're not being patient, so you want to get results fast, clean water. And that's the reason why you see those stuff out there. They are not water reservoirs for the farm. No, it's a drop contraption, alkalizer, and an ion filtration system. So what happens is that the ion, first of all, you can do a close up for that. Now, the ion, first of all, when it's brought up from the bowl down there, it comes here in the air and then goes up there and there. The first thing we try to do is to make sure, let's solve the first problem. Get the water back to pH 7, between 6.5 to 8, which is the normal one, just like your bottled water that we all take. Then from there we can now solve the second problem, which is exposing the hidden bad boys inside the water, and that's the ferrous, the ferric. Let me not mix it together now. Now coming out from the water with the water is a ferrous salt. So what we want to do is to turn it to ferric, and ferric is the real guy that is easy to remove the redness inside because it's already oxidized. So our job is to do one thing: to turn to remove the reddish thing from the ferrous ion itself, turn it to what they call ferrous hydroxide. And that's what looks like cheese, like butter, cheese, It might look like the pancake of women initially, but from there it just begins to turn to something much like cheese or Yoruba spoliwara. Now, when that boat goes there, if that one goes to your pond, it's going to muck up your fish head, make them uncomfortable and cool. So the next thing is to get that stuff off from your water. Now you've got the ferrous converted to ferrous hydroxide, now down to ferric, but you now want the ferric to be clear. So how do you do that? You got to do that to what they call, after you have done what I call gravity precipitation. Now the next thing is to now go ahead. That's what you have happening in the second tank. You now have to do what they call filtration, to filter off the bad boy. That's a red, much like ferrous hydroxide, and that's what the third tank is meant for. Once it passes through that system, the water comes out clear, and then entrepreneur is happy, fish is happy, everyone is happy. I hope that's clear. If you need more information, you can call my number and then we can see what we can do for you to make you have access to your own. You don't have to be this big because this is a big farm, that's why it is big. So you better know if you want to start big. Everything has to be big, but I advise that you start small or medium, and then your pocket is happy, profits is happy, and then you grow over time. But the entrepreneurs, they are the peak of the society. So you don't start from the peak. You start small, you climb the ladder small. Is that okay? You don't go like that ladder that we have there. It's already on a pedestal. you don't climb life like that. You start with the ladder on the floor and then you move on. I think that's enough for you, Mr. Fish.